For 92 years, this round did not exist. 1986, 1994, 2002, 2010, and 2018. Every single one of those World Cups went straight from the group stage into the round of 16. No extra step, no extra danger. That's over now. Starting in 3 days, 32 teams enter a round that has never once happened in the history of this tournament. And right now, as I'm recording this, we don't even know who all of them are yet. How we got here? Let's rewind for a second because the road to this round has already been absolutely brutal. Group A is the only group that's actually finished completely, and it didn't go the way most people expected. Mexico topped it, no surprise there, they're co-hosts and they were dominant from day one. But second place? That went to South Africa. Not the team most predictions had advancing. Not the team with the flashier squad on paper. South Africa. That's the entire story of this World Cup in one result. The bracket doesn't care what you were supposed to do. It only cares what actually happened. And almost everywhere else, the chaos is still unfolding in real time. Germany topped their group, but it took a stoppage time brace just to get past Ivory Coast. Brazil have looked shaky for stretches of this entire tournament, and they're still through as group winners. Right now, as you're watching this, multiple groups are finishing their very last matches, and every single one of those results is still reshuffling who plays who in 3 days. This is where the nightmare begins for some of these teams, because the bracket for the round of 32 was already designed in advance by FIFA, 495 different possible combinations, depending on exactly which 8 third-place teams make it through. The slots are locked, the teams filling them are not yet. How this round actually works. Here's the part almost nobody outside hardcore football fans fully understands. 12 group winners, 12 runners-up, and the 8 best third-place teams ranked across all 12 groups combined. That's your 32. 4 of the group winners play a runner-up. 8 of the group winners play one of those third-place teams, and the remaining runners-up play each other. No team faces an opponent from its own group. That part's locked in no matter what. And once this round starts, the safety net is gone completely. No more draws, no more good enough for now. 90 minutes, then 30 more if it's still level, then penalties if it has to go that far. One mistake and a World Cup ends, instantly. What we already know. So let's go through what's actually confirmed right now and what's still a complete mystery. June 28th, Los Angeles, the opening match of this brand new round. South Africa against Canada, the surprise package of Group A against a co-host that's been building real momentum. This is the very first round of 32 match in World Cup history. Whoever wins that match gets to say they won the first one, ever. June 29th, Houston. Brazil, the winners of Group C, almost certainly face Japan, who currently sits second in their group, though that's not even fully locked yet, because Sweden and the Netherlands are still fighting for that exact same spot. Brazil have the bigger reputation, but Brazil have also looked vulnerable all tournament, and almost nobody realizes this is exactly the kind of match where reputation stops mattering. Also, June 29, Foxborough, Germany face, we don't know yet, a third-place team from one of 5 different groups. Germany have no idea who their opponent is. Their opponent doesn't even exist as a confirmed team yet. That's the part that should terrify every Germany fan watching this. You can't scout a ghost. July 1st, Mexico City. The co-hosts, Mexico, face another unknown third-place team. Same story, same mystery. July 2nd, somewhere on the West Coast, the United States, the other co-host, face an opponent pulled from one of 5 different groups. 5. That's not a typo. Almost nobody talks about how wild that actually is. A host nation walking into the biggest knockout match of their lives without knowing who's standing across from them until the day before. The part nobody's talking about. And here's where it gets even worse. That third place ranking, the one that decides which 8 teams sneak through and which 4 go home with records that look almost identical, does not lock until every single group has finished. That's June 27th, 2 days from now. One late goal in a match that has nothing to do with Germany or Mexico or the United States could completely change who they're playing. A yellow card picked up in a totally different stadium could shift an entire bracket slot. This isn't hypothetical anymore. We've talked before about how fair play points and goal difference have already decided real World Cup fates in the past. Now imagine that exact same chaos deciding who the co host nation of this tournament has to face in the biggest match of their year. Predictions. So here's how I see the confirmed matches playing out. South Africa versus Canada. I think Canada's home crowd and tournament momentum just edges it. Canada 2-1. Brazil versus whoever finishes second in Group F. I'm backing Brazil's quality to finally show up when it matters most. Brazil 2-0. And for the matches still waiting on a mystery opponent, Germany, Mexico, the United States, I'll say this much with full confidence. Whoever they end up facing, none of those three teams should be feeling comfortable. A brand new opponent on short notice in a win or go home match has bitten plenty of favourites before. The takeaway. 3 days from now, this entire bracket becomes real. Every mystery opponent gets a name. Every third place from one of 5 groups becomes one actual team with one actual jersey walking out of one actual tunnel. And by July 3rd, 16 of these 32 teams are going home in a round that 3 weeks ago didn't even exist. Who do you think survives this brand new round? Drop your predictions below and subscribe to Pitch 97. We'll have the full locked bracket the moment it's official.